Okay, in this video we're gonna set the x direction. Main camera will follow the player in the x direction. Okay, as you can see, only x direction, not y and not the z axis. Okay, so without further ado delay, let's dive into this topic. Okay, so what we gonna do? Okay, just go to assets folder. Okay, right click, create. Okay, folder. If you haven't created the script folder, just go to assets folder, then right click, create, then folder. Okay, name that folder to scripts and head over to script folder. Okay, there right click. Okay, right click, create C# script, name that C# script to follow. I already have that. Okay, so what we going to do? Select the main camera. Okay, select the main camera and attach the follow script to that main camera. So I already have that attached. Okay, so the camera will follow the player in the x direction. Okay, so what we need to do? Open up the follow script. Okay, open up the follow script. Okay, open up the follow script. So what we need to do that, so we need this player position. Okay, we need the player position. As you can see, transform has the position, rotation and scale. So what we need to do? We need to create an empty field of transform. Okay, in this script, so then we can drag this player transform to that position. Okay, to that fields, so we will have the position of player. So what we need to do? Go to follow script. Okay, go to follow script. Over here, create public. Okay, public transform. Okay, transform is responsible for position and rotation and scale. So transform, and you can call it player position or player. Okay, you can call it player position or player as well. Control S on your keyboard. Okay, and head back to Unity. So we will able to see in the follow script empty field of transform. So we're gonna drag the player transform to that field. Okay, so we will have the player position reference. Okay, then we can tweak some value around that. So just wait for to compile. Okay, we just wait for to compile. Just wait for to compile. Okay, just wait for to compile. And as you can see, none transform field. Okay, player, as you can see, the empty transform field appears. So what we going to do? Select the player and drag to the that transform field. Okay, so what we gonna do? Open up the follow script once more. If we select the main camera, we can also see the transform component of this main camera. Okay, so what we gonna do? We don't need the start function, because update start function get called when the game start, and it's called one time. So we're not gonna use that. We're gonna use the update function, because update function get called every time, every single frame. Okay, so we're gonna remove the start function. Okay, we're gonna remove the start function, and we gonna do transform. Okay, transform dot position. Transform dot position over here is the camera current position, main camera current position. Okay, transform dot position over here is the current position of main camera. So what we gonna do? We're gonna set. Okay, we're gonna set this to new vector. Okay, vector 3. Vector 3 has x axis, y axis and the z axis. Okay, x axis, y axis and the z axis. So we're gonna follow the player in the x position. Okay, if we head back to Unity, we're gonna follow the player. Okay, we're gonna follow the this player position in the x direction. Okay, so we need to set the main camera x direction to our player position in the x. So what we're gonna do? In the x, we're gonna put player. Okay, player dot position dot x. So the transform dot position, okay, in the x axis, it will follow this player dot position dot x. We are doing, but we're not gonna follow the player in the y direction and also in the z direction. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna put transform. Okay, transform dot position dot y. Okay, transform dot position dot y means the current position of main camera. Okay, current position of main camera. And we also not gonna follow the player in the z direction, so we're gonna put transform. Okay, transform dot position dot set. means the current position in the z direction of main camera. Okay, and transform dot position dot y means current position of main camera in the y direction. We are only changing the x direction, we are setting the player position in the x direction. Okay, that as you can see, we are setting the main camera x position to our player position in the x direction. Okay, and control as on your keyboard and head back to Unity. You will able to see the player main camera x position. Okay, will follow the player position in the x direction. Okay, so that will happen. Just wait for to compile. Okay, just wait for to compile. It's reloading domain, and you will able to see. Okay, able to see the change. The main camera x position will be the player position in the x direction. Okay, so if we play, okay, if we hit the play button on the top. Okay, just wait for to compile or completing domain. Okay, so if we play, as you can see, the camera following the player in the x direction. Okay, x direction, as you can see, if we press the jump button or the space bar, it will jump, but the camera not following in the y direction of to the player on the player. Okay, so as you can see, the main camera only following the player in the x direction. If I select x direction, as you can see in the scene view. Okay, we are not following as you can see y direction, as also in the z direction. If we go to, as you can see, the z direction. Okay, so that is for this video. Okay, and thanks for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, then subscribe it for future tutorials. Okay, and lastly, thanks for watching this video.